Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We have some exciting stuff to go over. We had that little video not too long ago about donating more back to the fire departments and stuff. So we did actually raise some more money through our local firewood stand just by word of mouth. So we are going to do another donation to $100 to Sturgeon Volunteer Fire Department. They're local from our community. They've been established, I believe I seen 1947. Don't count me on that, but when I dropped the check off today, I seen that on the side of the building. But some of the things that we're going to be doing on the property is, you know, now we're going to do some videos on like field maintenance and stuff like that. And another thing, we're excited that we had a company reach out to us several months ago, right when we first started. So we kind of thought it was spam. And then they said, would you be interested in promoting our chainsaw? It's a little mini 6-inch chainsaw. I believe it's Taranzi. So we are going to be doing a video. They sell them on Amazon. I literally just got it in the mail. Never really even unpackaged it or anything. It's just something that's going to be coming up on our channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell notification, look for that video to come up. And, you know, I was tinkering around here with the tiller, leveling out some land and stuff, but we're going to get this thing switched out and put a 7-foot brush hog on the back of this Power Star 75 New Holland tractor. I did, I think, purchase an 8-foot pull behind from Land Pride. I found a guy, he's probably about 4 hours from here. We've been discussing back and forth, negotiated a decent price, and he offered to deliver it for $500. So I'm not driving 8 hours round trip. So hopefully it comes true. It's going to help cut down the field cutting time. Right now, it takes me about 8 hours to cut our fields with a 7-foot brush hog. And that's kind of because the brush hog is just as wide as the tractor. So I have to overlap, if that makes sense, so you don't get the stringers. So I'm hoping the 8-foot will give me that span where I can actually get full cuts instead of overlap cuts. So check it out, follow along. I'm going to show you how I switch out these implements and do a little bit of grease maintenance. And like always, don't forget to subscribe, because you guys subscribing to our channel helps it grow. If you're not an account holder for YouTube, it's free. Sign up, get an account, subscribe to our channel. As this channel grows, we want to continue to give back. This is our mission. So stick around, check out what we're going to do next here. All right, we got the tractor backed over here to drop the tiller off, but just want to show this carport, and we do have a video of whenever we had this carport installed. This is a 30 by 36, and I tell people all the time, if you ever have equipment or implements and stuff like that, invest in keeping it out of the weather. I think we had somewhere around $12,000 tied up into that. You know, a tractor like this is 50-some thousand, tillers over 5,000 now. If you keep this stuff out of the weather and you take care of it, grease it, oil it, it'll pretty much last you a lifetime. So some of the bigger tractors here, and you know, the first thing I always say when you're getting out of a tractor, always put on an emergency brake, double check. And then these big tractors have this hydraulic actuation valve in the back where you can lower this stuff. Obviously make sure you stand clear of it. And I always set my implements up on wood to keep the moisture from getting up in the metal and prematurely rusting it. And then we're gonna pop these pins here. There's one there, take that, and then we'll pop that dry shaft off, and then we'll disconnect from here and we'll go hook up the brush hog. So it's a little tight squeeze because I like to make sure it's out of the way far enough so I can get more stuff in here, but it's pretty simple. Just pop this off here, and there's a little pin in here. Slide that back down. Let that slide down like that. And then make sure this is loose, take the tension off it. Pull that pin. I keep this with the tiller because it's made specifically for that. Pull that pin, set that over there. Gonna have to go over there and tap that one with a hammer. Yeah, just need a little bit of extra force. Normally you have more room to work, but since I like to keep this tight in the back corner here, it's a little bit harder to get off. But now we'll go hook up to that brush hog. So backing up to this with a one-person show here, it's pretty hard. Obviously it's able to be done, but a little bit time consuming. Going to make sure that you line up pretty close with these pins. What I do is try to get close, then square up the machine, and I stick it into like a granny gear so things are real close. Like we talked about, always put that parking brake on. So what's nice about these mid-sized tractors is they have this sliding piece here that if you get it close, then you can back it up. So you don't have to be like spot on. And what I'm gonna do is put some grease on these pins, because like they say on any machine, they need grease to live. So I'm gonna put some rubber gloves on and grease this up before we put the pins on. I'll speed this part up because it's pretty time consuming. All right, guys, I warned you, man, that's a workout doing that kind of stuff by yourself. You just got to be real cautious that you don't pinch a finger or whatnot. But I fast forwarded through that greasing process because it takes time. You're better off taking the little bit of extra time to grease all those pins and bushings and stuff like that, because for what grease costs versus what that costs when you wear something out like that is just tenfold. It costs you thousands of dollars to replace those bushings and stuff. So we got this all hooked up. This is a Brush Bull BB84.40 7-foot brush hog made by Woods. Like I said, it's a great mower. It's just unfortunately not big enough for what I want to do. And this whole process that I just did here, whenever you have a pull behind, it's so much easier because it comes with a hydraulic cylinder. You literally just back up to it and then you hook up one pin right back to the unit in a dry shaft, and that's it. So it's going to cut down on, you know, needing a second hand. I have plenty of people would offer to help. My time is just very sensitive. I get an hour here, 2 hours here, 3 hours here, and it's very sporadic. I can get called into work at any given time, so it's hard to commit to someone saying, come over and work, because I've had people show up to work and then I got called into work and then they can't stick around and do much because there's not enough stuff for me to give them to do. So I'm gonna get in the machine and I'll show you how this thing cuts. Like I said, it cuts great, and just give you a little bit of a preview of how a 3-point hitch brush hog works. And then if we get the 8-foot pull behind, we'll do a video on that. These are 540 brush hog mowers, so I put the RPM at 540 on the PTO, and then I'm running mine in 3rd gear right now, and you can see it gives a pretty nice cut. Grass right now is about 1.5 foot to 2 foot high in spots, so it's not crazy high. And this is one of those videos where we did the field restoration. So we've tilled this field several times and replanted it, limed it. We've yet to get the dirt tested, but you can see that they said the best thing to do is just to keep cutting it to get the pasture for the roots to grow in tight. So once we get horses or cows, we put them on this pasture here that they don't de-root whenever they eat. See, it does a nice job cutting. In all honesty, I probably need a 10-foot brush hog. I just don't have it in the budget right now to spend $12,000, $13,000. So we're gonna make do with what we have, and you can see I got a lot of work ahead of me. Cut all this to cut all the way around, and all that to cut up there. Like I said, it takes about 8 hours for me to cut all this. So like always, I'm gonna get back to work. Appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the channel. If you're new, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed what you see. Hit that like, subscribe button, bell notification for future videos coming up, and like always, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.